If both you and I were selected to be for a jury together, I'd do it.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh my, we'd be like next to each other in the box, like
Every time they say something, we're just like,
I could name 100 women easily.
prolific women, like
Ovilee.
already starting at a loss here. Do you know they have boob implants with valves that you can pump up and down if you want to?
That's what I said. The way that they made boobs bigger was they would get like the equivalent to like a bike pump. So I'm not crazy. Gina.
Oh, God fucking damn it. Ovilee, you just got off of a plane.
I did just get off of a
Ovilee.
plane, and guess what I brought with me?
Fucking, like, the next COVID, you goddamn...
Boston germs from PAX. I've got con crud.
Oh, God,
Here,
that's
let me pick
gross.
my nose. Watch this. Have you heard of a poop transplant?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
there's
give
no
you a
booger
booger
transplant. Oh, God, Ovilee, Jesus.
Stick it right up there.
Have you ever eaten your own boogers?
Yes.
I was a huge booger eater when I was a kid.
Okay, but here's what I would do with my boogers. Okay, so do you remember like the old school night lights where there were actual light bulbs instead of that LED child safe shit where they'd heat up?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Wait.
Don't tell the story. No.
Tell the story, Ovilee.
No. This is disgusting.
I'm gonna
Ovilee,
tell the story.
Okay,
You think
where is
that's
it?
disgusting?
Where is it going to go that's good?
I don't ever remember telling you the story.
Where is it going to go that's good?
I'm gonna tell you exactly where it's gonna go. Okay, so this is what I would do. So I had like this little night light, right, with like the bulb and everything, and it would get kind of like hot
what
if you
picture
touched
was
it.
your night light?
Oh no, this was just like a bulb.
Oh.
It was just a bulb that
were
plugged
poor.
in. Yeah, I mean, kind of. But, and so, like if you touched it, it would get really hot.
Mm-hmm.
So what I would do is I would pick my nose and I'd go sit by the nightlight and I'd pick out my boogers and then I'd like wipe them on the nightlight so they would kind of like dry and cook a little bit. Okay. So as soon as like, I would, usually it's maybe like 4 or 5 boogers a night on a good harvest, especially like if you're sick. Then you know it's like extra runny, and sometimes you get like the extra mucusy ones. And so each night I would do that, and then the following night I would go and harvest them. So I had like this little like ceramic teapot that I think I got as like a tea set from some sort of like birthday present as a child. And so I'd go over to my little night light and I'd just kind of like scrape them off and I'd collect them in this jar.
Oh my God. That was way worse than I thought it would be. That was way worse than I thought it would be.
There was nowhere good it could go.
No, I mean, like, I knew it was going to be bad, as if, like, maybe she just held it over to warm it up a little bit and ate it right there. What? Oh, God.
Well, I wouldn't eat the cooked ones. Ones. There were some times where I would like, I was like, well, I wonder what it does taste like. And it was like very flaky, but also very, very salty.
My hands are so watery. So, wait, so you collect them, but you didn't eat them?
No, maybe I ate one.
Okay.
But like I did not, it wasn't like they were my own little frosted flakes or something, right?
I thought you would like collect them after cooking them in a little jar. Just, oh, God.
Well, I did tell you about my foot shavings though, right?
Oh, wait, no.
This one time I had really bad, what I found out later was just like athlete's foot. And so I just had like all this peeling skin.
How did you get athlete's foot?
Well, I ran hurdles.
From all the athletics.
You hurdled?
I ran hurdles.
Well, that makes sense.
I
You're
wanted
lanky.
to be hot for a panty cosplay from Panty and Stocking. So I did hurdles for a couple weeks, and then I tripped during a race and I skinned my knee and it like totally tore it open. I was like, well, this isn't good for the cosplay. So I just didn't show up to practice the next day, but I forgot to tell them I quit. But I think they got the point.
Yeah. Okay.
I was ranked 3 in my school.
Oh, I mean, yeah, look at you. You were probably the tallest person at your
Out
school.
of 6.
Couldn't you
Yeah.
just step over the hurdles?
Right?
Like, just walk?
I could have, but walking is also very difficult. There's a lot of coordination that has to go down with it, you know? Did you do sports?
Ovilee.
Well, okay, some schools require you to do a sport or a
Ovilee, look
club.
at me.
You could have, like, swam.
No.
We had Asian girls who swam.
Ovilee, I have been a piece of shit through and through since the day I was born, okay? Always hated going outside. Whenever I came home, it was always nap time and, like, pretend to read a book so I can take a nap or play games. Like, if I had games, I would play games. I was never, ever a sporty person. But also, on top of that, we're not going to gloss over this fucking foot shaving story. Go back to that.
Oh, and so basically I would peel them off, and then they dry, and then I would kind of chew on them while I played League of Legends.
That sounds like, typical League of Legends player activity.
Right?
Yeah.
Not having sex, chewing on your own feet shavings. Just makes sense. Have you ever had warts before?
No.
Okay, let me tell you about this time that I
What
had
the
warts.
fuck? Ovilee, what is going on with your body? I want your full history.
I would just like to point out this is the first 5 minutes of the episode.
Yeah.
So if your goal is to drive away as many people as possible,
These sick fucks love
please
this.
tell us a wart story.
They love
They
this.
like feet
But
things.
didn't you also go to PAX? Wasn't there some like cool
We'll
things
talk
that you
about
did this
PAX
week?
PAX.
later. We'll talk about PAX
Let's hear
later.
about the warts.
Okay, so have you ever had a wart?
No.
Okay, so I got a wart, and I think it was from like my high school, locker room cross country thing. I think these bitches were walking around without shoes on, and it
You
got
were
through my
in
socks.
hurdles for like 12 hours tops. How did all this happen?
I almost got shin splints. It hurt.
What are
My
you,
body
Trump?
was what?
Something bone spurs, same thing, right?
I
Were you
have no
avoiding
idea.
a draft or something? What the fuck? Okay, go on.
Well, I mean, I should have at this point. I should have just been like, Coach, I gotta go home. I think you should just give me the athletics credit and let me quit. No, so I got like a wart or something. I forgot what type of wart it was, but it was like kind of inside the skin, but also kind of outside the skin. So my parents took me
Plantar?
to a doctor, maybe. And then they were like, oh, well, we can try to freeze it off. And so they like put this cold thing on it to try to freeze it off, and it only got rid of some of it. And then they're like, okay, well, we also have like razor blades, and you could just like shave it. We could slowly shave it and everything.
I love those videos.
Right? And so I was like, all right, cool. So I took like these, the cuticle cutters, and basically in between my League of Legends games, I would just have my foot up, and I would have a razor blade and then the cuticle cutters, and I would just like shave away at my foot and kind of like keep cutting at it. And sometimes it would bleed a lot, but I was so fascinated by like the idea of just continuing to cut until I got this wart out. Have you ever like had like a potato and a potato peeler, and there's like the scoopy part of it? Mm-hmm. That's what it felt like.
I feel like we know a lot of things about each other's bodies, Ovilee, but I feel like the trade-off is not very even or fair. When I show you my body, it's after my plastic surgery, and I'm like, Ovilee, look at my great tits. But everything that you tell me about your body is medically related that should be looked at all times. I would love to take a deep dive into your health records, Ovilee.
Don't know where to find them.
From the incurable yeast infection to your warts to your somehow constant diarrhea.
Yeah.
I would love to take a look at your... Have you broken a bone ever?
No, knock on wood.
Somehow Ovilee wonders how she's single. I'm just saying.
Yeah, right?
I'm just saying.
Huge mystery.
Someday.
Huge. Someday.
I will find someone who loves the smell of my farts.
That poor man. Whoever that man is, fucking idiot. Absolute dumb motherfucker.
We can pay him.
With the worst taste ever, apparently.
What if we bribe them?
That is the only way a man will ever love you.
We go.
There's also kidnapping, Stockholm Syndrome,
Kidnap.
Yeah. There's
Yes.
that.
Beauty and
That's
the Beast
probably what it
shit.
is.
I just gotta
Honestly,
find a beast.
a trauma bond.
Yeah.
If you guys were held hostage together, maybe.
It has to be Stockholm because
It'll work.
every day I will question, like, what the fuck, bro? Like, do you need... Just blink twice, you know?
Just wait till we get into the sex.
So how was PAX?
Let's talk about PAX, Ovilee. That's a
went
great
to
time to talk about PAX.
I went
Talk
to
about
PAX, PAX East. The last time that I was at PAX was when we were all at PAX with G4
Yeah.
2 years ago, when it was, still around.
Yeah.
But it was actually pretty cool. It was a lot smaller than 2 years ago, I'll say.
Yeah, because we weren't there because G4 makes a huge impact on
Exactly.
conventions.
Gina Darling,
Yeah.
Cassim G.
Do you remember when we were at E3 back then when we were fucking huge? We had the biggest booth ever. I was a part of that.
Well, E3 never doesn't exist anymore.
I was like talking back about like in the 90s when Kevin was already 40 years old.
In the 90s? Did E3 exist in the 90s?
Or early 2000s. 2000s, yeah.
I don't know. I didn't exist yet in the early 90s.
Yeah.
But I think E3 started in like the mid 2000s. Either way, I was at PAX. It was really fun to see a lot of the indie game developers and a lot of the indie game publishers, because that's the reason that I went.
Did you get us game codes?
Huh?
Did you get us game codes?
I got a couple game codes, but they're for me. That's okay. You can have some of my game codes. But yeah, so I went for OTK, for the OTK Games Expo, to talk to a bunch of different developers and publishers and also some marketing
OTK
stuff.
is a game expo?
That's literally my job now, woman!
This summer, and also the first E3 was 1995.
1995. Holy shit,
1995
E3
at the
was
Los
older
Angeles
than me.
Convention Center as well.
Oh.
But I've outlived it. All right, Gina, let me tell you and the rest of the Bobas audience something. Coming this summer to a Twitch stream near you. Twitch.tv/ZachRar or Twitch.tv/OTK Network. That's where you're going to be seeing the OTK Games Expo, the third annual event. The third time that this is happening, but the first time that your girl Ovilee May is helping produce and also helping to host. It's hosted by Asmongold and some of the OTK talent. Like, we got Soda Poppin', Will Neff now, NMP, Seer, tons of people, tons of games. The show is essentially a showcase of all of these really cool games that are coming out this year, 2024, or maybe early 2025. There is a heavy, where we lean heavily into the indie games, indie publishers, compared to AAA and stuff like that. So you're not going to see Kojima walk out. I'm so sorry to spoil it for you right there.
I don't care anymore.
But no, I mean, it's really cool because, again, we've talked about this a lot. Just this year alone, we've seen Helldivers 2. We've seen Pal World. We've seen...
Supermarket Simulator,
like all of these different
Among
indie
Us.
games just start popping the fuck off.
Wait,
Among
no.
Us, technically it was an indie game.
What was the other one that I was talking about? Not Among Us. The
Lethal Company.
There you go.
Yeah, Lethal Company. There were tons of different indie games to pop up, and I feel like right now, as we see a lot of AAA studios get bogged down by the red tape and all the corpo shit that happens when you're finally a big studio and people are like, but think of the shareholders. You see a lot of the art really fall to the wayside. So I am very excited of showcasing indie game devs and indie game publishers, because just some of the concepts that I've seen so far, I'm not going to spoil any, but some of the concepts that I've seen so far are already like unique and innovative. I'm really addicted to this one game called Snacko, where you play as a 2D little pixel cat, but you're in a 3D world and you're just kind of like building your town and vibing with it. It's adorable. I met the creator and developer at PAX, and they were so sweet. But yeah, there's so many different games that are coming out pretty soon. Isn't it adorable?
Oh, it's so cute.
Snacko. Isn't it so cute?
Adorable.
So fucking cute. But yeah, so my PAX was mainly business meetings, eating good bomb-ass food.
Oh.
Holy shit. And then on the final day, I got to meet some G4 fans.
Yay!
We got some G4 fans. We got what was it, Ian? You had the exact
Inhuman?
title. Inhuman.
Yeah, it was Inhuman
Rampager?
Rampager.
Mm-hmm.
Love him.
Inhuman Rampager came up.
I believe he
And
lives in that area. He was out there when we were out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
and
had
his,
the G4 hat on.
He and his wife or girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah, he came to my chat. He's like, I met Ovilee. She signed my calendar.
Yeah.
Love
so
him.
he was super sweet. They were both super sweet. I met a couple other G4 fans, but then I met this one interesting fan that I knew that would have to bring this conversation back to the podcast. All right. We're not going to name any descriptors or anything like that, but I had this fan and we started talking. He's like, oh, hey, could I get a picture? I was like, yeah, sure. And I was like, what brings you to PAX and all that stuff? Just having a conversation. He's like, oh, well, I work for like the #2 fetish site in the world. And I go, tell me more.
What's the #1 fetish site?
I don't know. But so then he starts pulling out his phone and he pulls out like this portfolio, because I'm like, well, show me the portfolio. And he's like, well, I got a Twitter page. And I was like, show it to me. It's all tickling. It's all tickling. So it's basically what he showed me was like one girl kind of like tied down to a bed, but not like aggressively tied down. You know how sometimes
Just, like,
there's
playfully,
like it's like a playful tie down. Like you could get up if you wanted to.
Yeah.
One girl like tied down to a bed, and then like 3 other girls just tickling her, one under each armpit and one at a foot. And I'm like, I don't.
Are we talking feathers here? Are these finger ticklings?
And then they're just going like this, like coochie coochie coo.
Interesting.
Like coochie 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 coo.
What happens? What happened to you as a child in your brain ball that gives you a future tickle fetish? I want, like, whenever I hear about weird fetishes, I always wonder, like, how did that start?
You know, I don't know, because I'm not ticklish.
Mm-hmm.
That was the one thing. He's like, the readers and the fans want to know if you and Gina are ticklish. And I went, I don't think I can answer
Oh,
this
he
question
interviewed
for
you?
He wanted to. I respectfully declined,
Uh-huh.
and he respectfully accepted the decline.
It's weird to me that people straight up just go out there and are so open and talk about their own weird little, well, I mean, I'm not going to yuck your yum, but talk about their fetishes so openly to people that they don't know.
Well, to be fair, I initiated the conversation.
Oh, okay.
That's something that I want to say. This conversation,
Right.
this was an adult fucking conversation. This wasn't like, hey, Gina, what's the diameter of your nipples or your butthole?
24
inches
diameter.
Damn.
Takes up the whole titty. I don't, here's the thing. I get very violent when I get tickled. I do not like it at all. No, I swing. I've told this to every.
I 100% believe you.
Yeah, I've told this to every single.
Ovilee,
like,
don't get punched in the face on camera, please.
Every single guy that has ever like tried to tickle me, I fucking swing. And I think I'm joking when I first say it. I'm like, and I tell them right in the beginning, I'm like, whatever you do, just don't ever tickle me. They're like, okay. And then they find out the hard way because I have a terrible, it's like a trauma thing from when I was a kid. My grandpa used to pin me down and hold my mouth and my nose shut so I can't scream and tickle me. And I did not like that.
Asian grandparents go hard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he also molested me, so he's a piece of shit. So I don't like, I do not care who you are. I will fucking kill you if you tickle me.
Jesus.
Yeah. So I'm not good for this community. I'm sorry, guys, but it's not going to happen.
0 for 2. Sorry, tickle, guys.
Sorry. I've run into some weird fetishes throughout my whole entire. What are you gonna say?
I was tickled so hard I got sent to the hospital, and then I was never ticklish again. Let me tell you this story.
It's a fucking stroke or something?
This is the story of college Ovilee with her college boyfriend who was kind of a douche.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I was at like my college boyfriend's like apartment or whatever, and so we were on his bed, and I don't remember what we were doing. It wasn't sex because I told him I didn't love him, right? And then so he started tickling me, and I was like, ha ha ha, ha ha ha, tee hee hee, and then I was like, oh stop, okay stop now, okay stop. And he wasn't stopping. So now I'm like kind of flailing where I'm like, okay, stop. And then he finally stops. And then I go to sit up and then I immediately flop back down onto the bed. And then I try to pick my head up again. And then everything goes spinny. And then I plop my head back onto the bed again. So now I'm just kind of like horizontal on the bed. And I was like, I can't get up. And he's like, just sit up. Stop goofing around now. I'm like, I can't get up. He's like, what are you talking about? He helps me sit up, and then I just start feeling violently nauseous. And I'm like, I'm gonna throw up. I don't like this, and I'm in pain. So I lie there for about like another 15, 20 minutes or something before I feel good enough for him to help get me into the car. And we drive to like the nearest, like, I can't remember if it was urgent care or ER, but it was one of those things. And so we pull up. And I have to just be like horizontal the entire time. And they pull me in there. And because I can't sit up in a chair, they have to put me in like one of those little hospital beds. And so a nurse comes by. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And so they check in my eyes. They check in my nose. They check in my thing and everything. And then the woman like takes my head. And she like shakes my head. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And she's like, you have vertigo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? I have vertigo. And she's like, here, take these pills. And so I crush up the pills because I didn't have food to take it with. So I crush up the pills.
Fucking child.
And then I swallow it. And I start to feel a little bit better. But yeah, apparently the tickling gave me vertigo. And now I struggle with riding roller coasters.
I had vertigo. I used to have vertigo. And the worst bout of it. Okay, so I got vertigo for the first time ever because I drank soju for the first time. And for those people who live in an area with not a lot of Asian people, there is a Korean drink called soju, and it is commonly said that soju is the devil because soju tastes amazing. It's
That's
flavored.
liquor.
Yeah, it's flavored. That's liquor.
That's liquor.
It's flavored. It's like, it tastes like juice. So you're like, oh, this is fantastic. I can drink a ton of it. What? There's no alcohol in this. 2014, I was in Hawaii on a little vacation, like a solo vacation. Like I had friends out there. We go to this little bar, Korean bar, where they serve soju in half a hollowed out watermelons, flavored like watermelon. And I'm like, this is my first time trying it. Oh my God, this is amazing. So I drink all of it, whatever, feeling great, go back to my hotel room. I'm sorry, to the apartment I was staying at with my friends. And I go to bed just fine.
Yeah.
I wake up at 4 a.m. shithoused. I am fucked. Like I run to the bathroom, I'm puking. And I'm like, oh my God, what is this? And Gina didn't start drinking like normally until COVID. So I was probably my whole 20s, I was drunk maybe like 3 times. So I was like, what the fuck is this? What is going on? My friend that I'm staying with is a doctor. And then,
Thank God.
Yeah. So I'm like, yo, like what's going on? I feel terrible. I wake up him and his wife. I'm like, what is going on? Everything's spinning. He's like, what did you do? And I'm like, I drank last night. He's like, what did you drink? He's like, I drank soju. He goes, and I'm like, I feel terrible. Everything's spinning. He's like, yeah, you're hungover. Dude, like you're hungover, either hungover or drunk. Here's the thing. I had a photo shoot at 9 a.m. on the beach, side-saddling a horse. I'm on a horse with vertigo. All right. It was awful.
Oh.
Now, so eventually it goes away. Now, the second time was probably my worst bout. So that's how my first vertigo happened. But the second time was my worst bout, 2016. I'm in Okinawa, Japan, hanging out with my friends over there. And a bunch of my friends out there are military. This one was so bad, like I couldn't hold my head up. I couldn't roll over in bed or everything goes crazy and I'm dying. So my friends, you know, when I feel okay, they put me in a car and they take me to get medical care on base at Kadena Air Base. If you guys know anything about medical care when in the military, it's not the best. So I'm on base and they want to, you know, draw my blood to do some tests and everything. So they send in like this rookie new kid. He looks like he's just fresh out. He looks like he's fucking 12 years old. He comes in, he tries to take, and I've gotten my blood taken enough to know like left arm. Trust me, it's my left arm. My veins are tiny, but usually you can get at my left arm. He poked me like 3 or 4 times on there. Couldn't get it. And then I'm like, you know what? Let's just find a big vein here. Let's just do this one right here. And one like right there. And he's like, well, that's gonna hurt. And I was like, well, I mean, you gotta figure it out, man. Like, I've been sitting here, couldn't get that one. So he tried this one here, couldn't get that one. I am getting fucking mutilated. Okay. And he goes, I'll be right back. And then they send in this woman, a little bit older. She's more seasoned. And she comes in and she pokes me like once and gets it immediately on the left arm. And she goes, I just want you to know that he feels terrible. He is out there right now on the brink of tears. He feels awful. And I'm like, dude.
As he should.
But honestly, I don't care as long as I'm getting some care. They did the same thing. They rocked me back and forth. Did you know? I'm sure they told you. When they do that to trigger your vertigo, your eyes shake like crazy. Ooh. That's how they can tell. Like they'll like try to trigger the crystals in your ear to cause that vertigo
it's the
spinning.
Crystals.
Yeah.
I just didn't have enough quartz and aquamarine in my retrograde.
Yeah.
Of course.
Mercury's in Gatorade. Shove the fucking aquamarine into your ears. It'll heal everything. So because there's a loose crystal in your ear that causes your imbalance. And that's what they're doing to kind of like make it happen. So they can look at your eyes and it starts shaking. Jesus. You're like, oh yeah, you have vertigo. So they give me meds too. But I haven't had it since. Vertigo's not fun.
No, it sucks.
Yeah.
It fucking sucks.
I remember I had a small bout at the CN Tower in Toronto. The CN Tower looks like the stratosphere, but you can pay to kind of dangle off of it. And I was like, I want to do that.
For that.
I did it. But then on the disclaimer thing or whatever, it says, if you have vertigo, you can't do this. And then I had like a light vertigo. And I'm like, I'm not going to tell them that I have vertigo right now. I'm going to fucking go do this.
Did you die?
Yes.
Shit, I knew I was talking to a ghost. Yeah. Damn! Gina, did you know that our month is almost over?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of got reminded of it because you started your period, and whenever I'm around you, it triggers my period.
I was talking about Women's Month, not our monthly cycle.
So I'm about to have a bad week.
My boobs ballooned right before I got my period. Like, I shit you not, my little baby bees grew into like C's. It was crazy. Have you ever seen yourself? Okay, well, no, of course you've seen yourself with titties and cleavage, but like I had never seen myself with cleavage before. And I just like stood in front of the mirror and I was like, holy fuck, this is what it must feel like to be Gina.
Yeah.
It's insane. The power that I felt. It's actually good that they, you know, shrink back down after the period's gone, because I think that I would be fucking unstoppable and also a terror to deal with.
Yeah. Did you know they have boob implants with valves that you can pump up and down if you want to?
That's what I said. I told you. I thought a boob job was you get like a bike pump and then you pump it up with air.
Goes through your
so
armpit.
I'm not crazy.
Well, no, it's, you know, they don't pump it up with air, Ovilee. We're not fucking floaties. The valve goes from the implant to like the armpit here.
Okay.
And if you ever want to go a little bit bigger, they make like a little incision and they like pump more, I don't know, saline or whatever in there to make it bigger.
But then you just have like a tube.
Mm-hmm.
What if it gets kinked?
I'm sure it's non-kinkable.
That's weird.
Some kinks are bad.
Either way, did you see Cutie Cinderella's challenge that she initiated over the last 2 days?
No?
The Name 100 Women challenge. She initiated a challenge to a bunch of guys. She tagged like a bunch of guys in her tweet, and she said, name 100 women. You have to do it on stream. You have to like list the names in a Google sheet or something, and then time yourself. And it took most of the guys, I think, 20 minutes.
To name 100 women?
To name 100 women.
Is that normal? Can I name 100
How
women?
quickly can you name 100 women?
I was gonna say, I feel like there's lots of women that would struggle with this too.
Really?
Does it have to be
yeah.
does it have to be like prolific women?
Just any women.
Oh. Well then yeah, I can probably do 100 pretty quickly actually.
Yeah, I feel like we can.
Wait. So you can name your aunt?
Yeah, see,
Your
like
little
that's what
sister?
I'm saying. Because then they can just make people up. You know?
Okay, fine. Then let's say
Aunt Judith?
let's say women that can be Googleable. Googleable women.
Are there that many prolific women? I'm just kidding.
Only the whores that fucked their way to the top.
Be careful. You guys don't want to get caught in this challenge.
I could name 100 women easily.
Prolific women, like
Ovilee.
already starting at a loss here.
Whitney Houston. That's every woman. Done.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, that counts.
Okay.
It was taking some people like 20 minutes to do. I feel like it would just, because I'm slow, it would take me 10 minutes. But I feel like I could eventually speed run it into 5 minutes.
I'm also terrible with names. You know?
Yeah. No. Well.
I am.
Name a woman.
Angela Bassett.
Did the thing.
I don't even know what that was until I saw it today. I'm like, who the fuck is that? Why did they sing that? What is this?
It was, you know what? I think that that's an example of the intent and the sentiment, like, being nice, but the execution could have been a little bit better. But again, I feel like the intention covered up for the mix.
The only reason why
of the
she's like my
execution.
first choice always, well, one, I never want to be caught slacking because there's one guy who goes up to random people and asks, who's your favorite black person? And I had to ingrain that into my head in case I ever get asked that in public.
Who's your favorite black person?
Angela. Ian.
There, that was the proper. Producer Ian is the proper.
Yeah.
I would have gone with Angela Bassett, but that's fine.
Oh.
Yeah, because I don't want to look like Ian when I grow up. I want to
would've
look like
said-
Angela fucking Bassett when I grow up. You
I
know?
would've
That's
said
the queen of
Dr.
Wakanda.
King.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Does that get me any brownie points?
Dr. Martin Luther King
Dark-
Jr.
Yep.
Sure.
See?
Who killed him?
Harvey Oswald.
Weinstein.
Lee Harvey Oswald.
We would accept FBI, CIA, the white man.
Yeah. Just say the white man. Just. Ian, who's your favorite Asian person? This motherfucker says
Hiro
Jackie Chan.
Yuki's.
I was gonna say Jackie Chan.
Okay, first of all, that's a perfully reasonable answer.
Jackie
know, but
Chan
he's like-
Adventures.
I was gonna say Hiroyuki Sanada.
Who the fuck is that?
Oh.
He's awesome.
We
Why
don't
is it?
know who that is.
He's the old Japanese
He's
guy
just
and all the
out-Asian
cool
me.
stuff now. But he was a young Japanese actor for a long time. It was awesome.
I thought
as
he
well.
meant the composer for Attack on Titan
How does he
music.
know more Asian people than
That one? You don't know that song?
we do?
Oh.
Never finished a series. I'm just really upset that a non-Asian man just out-Asian me and named an Asian
Sorry.
person I don't know.
He's probably got a weird Asian fetish.
Probably. Honestly.
He's
Hey, whoa,
got
whoa, whoa,
to
whoa.
for
Honestly?
doing this podcast. He's got to.
Yeah.
In which case, I bring us back to the original podcast name, Yellow Fever. It works. It checks out. It makes sense. It does make sense.
I mean, we're
There's a
already
lot of-
canceled.
Oh my god.
Listen. I don't even know. But aren't women getting punched in the face right now? Because
Yeah,
their month is
women-
almost over.
So I was on TikTok like 2 days ago, and this video of this girl comes on. She has like a knot on her head. She's like, I just got randomly punched in the face in New York while walking my dog while I was looking down at my phone. I was like, oh, fuck, that's awful. I hope they catch him. Few scrolls later, another. Few scrolls later, a different girl. 23 women so far have posted on TikTok saying they've been punched by a random person on the streets of New York. Apparently it's like multiple different people, so now people are like wondering, is this like a gang initiation? And then now, here's the thing,
Or
all
TikTok
these
trend.
yeah, or a trend. But here's the thing, all these women are white, so it's like probably in like a more white neighborhood.
Are they rich white or are they...
They just seem like regular white women.
Okay.
And then so now Black and Hispanic TikTok women are like, come to the Bronx or Brooklyn and do that and see what happens, you know? And I'm hoping they do. And I hope
You're
they don't
hoping they do, as in you hope that more women get punched in the face?
I'm hoping that they try, and then all the ladies in the Bronx or all the people in the Bronx and Brooklyn fuck them up.
Well, you know who's going to fuck them up, right? J-Lo. J-Lo's going to fuck them up.
Jenny.
Because that's her block.
Yeah.
That's Jenny from the block. That's
Jenny
her
from
block.
the block. Yeah. She holds it down. She's from the Bronx.
Orange drink. If you know, you know.
Yeah. What do New Yorkers say all the time? Fuck you.
Oh, I thought is I'm walking here. Or pizza.
Beepity boppity boopity. Bing bong.
Fuck your life. What happened to that guy?
I don't know, but I hope he's doing well.
He just fucking disappeared. There's so many like TikTok people who were huge for like a month.
Yeah.
Disappeared.
Yeah.
Where is Bella Porch? When is the next
She
music
was hanging
video
out with
she's gonna do
streamers
with
for-
Valkyrie? You know who's smart right now?
Who?
Baby No Money.
Who the fuck is that?
He did the edamame song, the baba da edamame baba da.
I thought that was Rich Brian.
He's a TikTok rapper.
No. But he's doing like a bunch of different songs. He did the Streamer Awards, I think the year before and this year. No, maybe it was just this year. And then he just released 2 songs, one with Moist Critical and one with Smosh called Submissive and Breedable.
So he's tapped into the streamer world.
He's fucking smart.
Mhm.
No. I met
That's
him
smart.
because I did a, Challenger show with him with Crown.
Uh-huh.
And I met him and I was talking to him. He was playing World of Warcraft. He loves World of Warcraft.
Mhm.
And I was talking to him and like listening to him talk about like the streaming game, the TikTok game, and then just, you know, games in general. The dude is fucking smart.
Oh, good. He's gonna make it far.
Yeah.
What was
I
his
hope
name?
that he kills it. Baby No Money.
Same.
It's bbno and then a $sign.
Cute.
Yeah. So
Aw.
he's fucking great. I have jury duty next week. And I don't really... Have you ever had jury duty?
No,
What happened when you've been called for jury duty?
I lie. I'm just kidding. It's usually like when I have like work or whatever, or I just tell them like, I'm sorry, man, I have to go to work. Or I showed up to like the orientation, whatever, and they just look at me. They're like, oh, you're fine. You're dismissed. Because this is back when I had like purple hair, you know, and like I just looked like a fucking piece of shit.
So what if I walked in there and I just looked at everyone just dead ass and be like, it's not really fair to have me on the jury because I have psychic abilities and I know when people's lying.
No, you should go in there and be like, oh my God, I'm so excited for this. I have like a true crime podcast.
I'm going to live tweet this entire
Yeah,
thing.
I have a true crime podcast. I love this so much. And then they'll probably let you go, probably.
I like the 30 Rock Tina Fey example where she comes dressed up as Princess Leia. She says, wait, what did she say? I think she says exactly that. Like, I don't think it's fair for me to be on the trial because I can read minds. I think that's what she says or does or something like that. God, I fucking love her. But no, because I was potentially going to go fly out and do this college thing that didn't work out. But one of my friends was like, oh, well, jury duty, like, I love being on jury duty because, like, I feel like it's my civic duty and I feel like this and that. But then the other thing I've heard about jury duty is only for the people who are stupid enough to not get out of jury duty.
The jury is selected. That's part of the process.
So-
They want to pick people who are dumb and will follow directions and not
Yeah.
ask questions and not cause a scene and not make it any harder than it has to be.
Well, I watch a lot of How to Get Away with Murder reruns, okay? And I've seen them pick a jury, okay? And
Look at
what
him.
if
He
what if
looks
they
like a
go,
criminal.
I mean, if we're being brutally honest about the jury selection system, yes. Exactly.
Would they
Do you
pick
think
me?
black people commit more crimes? Yes. Okay, come on. Get on the jury. Yeah. We need to convict this black guy real
So
quick.
okay, so then what angle do I need to have? Do I need to have an angle of like hating cops or loving cops?
If you hate cops, they'll dismiss you.
Just show up with a fucking like
ACAB written across my forehead.
just NWA shirt, dude.
I wonder what the craziest thing is that someone's ever done to get out of jury duty.
I remember when who was it? Was it El Chapo's case or that recent when that cartel gang leader dude? It was his case, and one person came up to like claim a jury duty. Was like, "Oh my god, I'm such a huge fan. Can I get an autograph?" Immediately dismissed. First of all, I don't care if you were a real fan or not. I would do the same thing. I am not testifying, or I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be on the jury for fucking El Chapo or any fucking cartel leader, dude. Are you out of your goddamn mind?
yeah, I don't want to get like killed or anything.
Yeah.
But like I would want to be on the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial.
Oh my god.
You know, like
See,
I would want to be on something fun. Like I would. So do they tell you what the case is about before they pick you?
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah.
Certainly not a case
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I already have a plan for when if my entertainment career fails. I'm gonna be a fucking court stenographer.
Bitch, you don't know how to use the
Have you
stenography
seen
machine.
the machine?
Yeah, I've seen the machine. I can learn it. It's fine. There's classes for that. And also my years and years of arguing on the internet, I can type pretty fast. And if you can make me like a machine that makes me type even faster, and I get to hear all the gossip and judge people, oh my god, like this is the most perfect job for me.
Have you?
Imagine if I'm typing, just look over. Okay, imagine I'm typing. I'm just like,
Oh no, you didn't, girl.
I'd love to see the court like portrait artist just drawing you in like, bitch.
And it wasn't his baby.
And they were roommates.
greatest job ever. I don't know why no one ever told me this was a career.
See, now if they excuse me from jury duty and they find this video, they're gonna be like, "Did you lie? Did you lie?" I'm gonna look them dead in the eye and go, "This is a character, ma'am, and or sir, and or neither.
Yeah.
This
I'm
is a
just acting.
character.
I'm just
I'm
acting.
an actor."
Actor.
Which is why playing the role of the jury will be my greatest triumph yet.
Just show up with a powder white wig, like old school.
Should I show up in costume for jury duty?
Oh my gosh, show up in cosplay.
Should I show up in like a giant dinosaur outfit and just show up like, I'm ready to judge my peers, but wait, I don't see any other dinosaurs.
You could go as Chun-Li. She's law enforcement, right?
Oh my god,
I'm on the
Police
case.
Chun-Li, that's right.
What if I come dressed up as like a cop with aviator sunglasses and like a fake mustache and be like, I'm ready to serve some justice.
No. You gotta show up with like a junior police department whatever sticker that they give to kids with a notepad and be like, "What do we got, boys?"
I'm here to do my part.
Yeah.
What if, as you said, I just come with like a table glued to me with podcast equipment on it? Just like, what if I come in with my phone on a tripod and just be like, I'm live streaming the entire thing?
Yeah,
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my stream. Make sure you smash that or subscribe button. Today we're gonna be talking about the murder.
Oh my god. That's the thing though. If it's like a murder case, like I don't want to decide if someone's getting the death penalty.
I don't know, because like if it's one of those, like
I don't want that power.
I would love that power.
I don't think I want that power because imagine like with the evidence provided, we make the educated decision that they, did it and they deserve death. First of all, does anyone really deserve death? Yes. But yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I had my original jury duty was last year, but it was in like a week of shows where I was like shooting. So I couldn't do it. So who knows? I've never done it before.
I would be more inclined to do jury duty if it was later in the day. Like, why you got me fucking choosing to let someone live or die at like 7 a.m? If it's 7 a.m, I'm choosing for every one of y'all to die. You're guilty as fuck. I'm sorry. I'm tired. Send
Damn,
me home.
bitch.
Yeah. Like, that's like, you should not have chosen me.
What if? But what if I vomit on the stand?
That'd be hilarious.
What if I just vomit? What if I say I have performance anxiety and then I throw up?
Yeah. And then also, like, if I were to be in jury duty, I would fight all the jurors to be the one that gets to announce, like, because I want the attention and the spotlight. Like, we, the jury, find blah, 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 guilty of all. Like, I want the spotlight.
But what if, like, the verdict is not guilty, but you get up there and you accidentally say guilty?
Oh, I pull like a fucking Family Feud host.
Yeah.
We, the jury, find you guilty. I'm just kidding. I got you. Oh, you should in your face.
Sucker!
Should in your face.
You thought you were going to jail.
Nah, you're good.
You're fine.
Yeah,
you can go
cool.
kill more people. But also,
we
like,
should really submit this as evidence as to why you can't be
evidence as to why
This is
I
the
can't be a
perfect
judge.
example.
Well, no, I feel like the thing is, like, I would absolutely want to talk about it. And
Yeah.
you might not be able to talk about it. And the first thing that I'm doing when I get home is I am finding all of the other jurors on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to dig into them. I'm going to be like, okay,
Group chat.
let me find out why you're voting this way, juror number 4, right?
Yeah. Like, okay. See, like, they're so smart to not tell you what the case is ahead of time. Because if I got a fucking letter in the mail that said, we need you to come in for jury duty, I'm like, nah. For Diddy's case, bitch. Yes, I will. I am there. I am there. I will fucking wear my best Sean Johns just to rub it in his face.
Okay. Honest question. When the lawyers are picking people for a jury, what race do you think that they try to pick?
For Diddy's case?
For Diddy's case, do you think that they try to primarily pick more African American people, or do you think they'll go white or Asian? Plaintiff and defense, because they each get to veto and choose their jurors. At least that's what I saw on How to Get Away with Murder.
I don't know, man, because everyone hates Diddy right now. Like, I don't know.
I can tell you for free, defense is going to try to put as many black people on that jury as possible.
One of my favorite courtroom depictions or whatever was Boondocks, the R. Kelly trial.
Haven't seen that.
Yeah, Gina!
Oh my God, it's so good.
It's so fucking good. It's they have, what's it called? So it's R. Kelly's trial, and it's basically they have
The first one from peeing on the girl.
from peeing on the girl.
Not the second R. Kelly
I
trial
forgot
that
there
actually
was a
sent him to
second one.
jail.
Yeah, no. So it's the first one where they actually have the video evidence of him peeing on the girl.
Okay.
And the girl's like, yeah, he peed on me. But then they just have everyone in the crowd who's an R. Kelly fan be like, free R. Kelly.
I gotta watch this episode.
It's so fucking
I gotta
good.
watch
He
it.
literally
I love
starts singing in court. There's like a concert.
His cousin, they're like, yeah.
Oh, no.
But the part is he has a white lawyer defending him, and then Tom, who's one of the main characters in the show, who's black, is defending, or is the what is it called?
He's the prosecutor.
He's the prosecutor, so he's trying to prosecute. And then they start going like, but Tom has a white wife. It's fucking crazy.
I gotta watch this.
It's so fucking good.
But yeah, if I could be in the jury for Diddy's trial,
They
Did
could
he do
sell. They could sell those jury
yeah.
spots.
Oh my god,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
I'm talking
I could
immediately.
wait a second, but could I be purchased?
Everybody, like, listen. Everybody has a price. We can all be purchased. To be honest.
What if I walk in and I say, I will sell my vote to the highest bidder?
Right?
Is that illegal?
Yes.
Yes.
Bribery,
Well, it's illegal
obviously.
to do, but is it
bribery.
illegal to say?
It's bribery. It's,
But is it illegal to say?
yes. Yeah. It's still.
What if?
Well, how do you think asking for a bribe works?
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying it, but it's a hypothetical. Like, listen, prosecutor and defendant, should one of you offer me $1 million to
I'm just
vote for
saying,
your
Sean
case?
Diddy Combs. I mean, that's an awfully nice
A
watch you
bitch
got.
has her price.
That's a nice watch you got. What did you show? Like, what is that? What is that suit you got? Man, I haven't paid rent yet.
But what I will say is that if both you and I
Yeah.
were selected to be for a jury together, I'd do it.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh my, we'd be like next to each other in the box, like,
Every time they say something, we're just like, yeah.
Could you imagine if it was like a sex crime case and then they pulled out a picture of his dong?
Could you imagine if it was a case of someone that we know and don't even like?
Oh, that bitch is going to jail.
Oh my God.
She's going to jail.
Oh my God.
No doubt about it.
She molested me too. Let me get in that fucking. Let me get in there.
Hold on. Can I take the witness stand?
Hello?
Can the juror be a witness?
Absolutely. Your Honor, she looks like a little bitch.
I should not be selected to be a juror. Because isn't it supposed to be you have a jury of your peers? My peers are all on 4 legs because they're dogs. My peers are dogs. I like dogs. But also, yeah, I don't trust the government. I'm not a big fan of the government.
30 on 30 on 30.
I'm not a big fan of the government.
30.
Gina isn't a traitor, is what we just learned from this interaction. You haven't heard that?
No.
Let me speak to the people, Piccolo.
Speak to the people, Piccolo. I need to speak to the people. I'm not a big fan of the
It's all right.
government.
Well, we'll send you the
online.
Helldivers version of that first, because
okay.
I think
It
that's
is
the best one.
Helldivers. It's the illegal broadcast that you keep terminating.
It's an older meme, but that's been repurposed
That's
for
so funny.
Helldivers
Yesterday, I was really into the automatons have a cadence that they march to, and it's fucking sick. It's not at all. It's fucking tight. They're terrifying.
Oh.
And I looked up, somebody deciphered the lyrics, and it's pretty tight.
Deciphered the lyrics?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
They gonna megabyte the dust, turn their butts to rust. We are the automatons.
Although, you know what job would be really fun for us? Did you know that they can you can hire bridesmaids
Oh my god.
or hire people to cry at your funeral?
Oh, I've seen that. That's actually like I think it's an Indian culture tradition where you hire wailing women, I think is what they're
I
called.
can wail.
Yeah.
I can wail real good.
Because the idea behind it is the louder the sobbing is at your funeral, I think it's maybe the better you get placed in the afterlife or rebirth system.
Oh. Yeah, for Vietnamese people, it's opposite. It's like the louder you cry, the more you cry, the harder it is for your loved one to move on.
Oh, so it's like bottle those fucking emotions?
Yeah. Asians.
Yeah, no, Asians are great at dealing with things.
Can you imagine if we got hired to be bridesmaids?
I want to be the woman who throws wine at whoever shows up wearing white.
I want to be the sloppy bridesmaid that gets way too fucking wasted.
Jessica.
The fun one.
When we were assigned to be roommates in our first year of college.
My dress is attached to my underwear in the back, you know?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, be messy with it.
Yeah.
That'd
Or
be
like,
great.
you know, like if you're one of those people who have embarrassed yourself at a prior event and you want to take, you know, make everyone forget about that, I'll get messy. And then everyone be like, damn, that bitch is messy. That other bitch was just fine. I'm okay with that.
Have you noticed that more people are getting pregnant before they get married and then they get married?
I thought that was always a thing, honestly. I don't know if there's like a increase in that. Is there?
It is trending more, but
Oh.
I got invited.
is this related to something in
I
specific?
got invited to a baby shower.
Chris.
And I'm not well, I'm excited about it because, you know, I'm so happy for my friends who are having like a baby. That's really cool for them because they want it.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, amazing life decision for you.
Wild.
Me, on the other hand, I'm like,
No.
you guys are fucked.
No.
But no, it's like I have friends who are like, word, having a baby shower. And I was like, what happened to the wedding shower? And they're like, man, fuck that. I'm like, no. Okay.
Wow.
Oh, I see. So no plan to get married.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Baby, but no ring.
Christians are in an uproar.
Did they do the legal part? And
I don't know. You know, I didn't ask them. Maybe they did have a wedding and I just didn't get invited.
Yeah,
in
that's
which
probably
case, you're getting a cheap ass baby shower.
Imagine you're just like, oh, so you're not married and you're pregnant and you're just like,
Oh, so you live a life of sin. Harlot. Whore. Jezebel. How did cowgirls have abortions back in the days?
What?
When they had the saloons. What did they use for contraceptives?
Condoms have been around for a long, long time.
No, but
Lambskin?
back in the day.
Oh no, they were just
So
getting
if
pregnant.
you're talking about the American West,
Yeah.
they had condoms.
No, they didn't, because plastic
They
didn't
were made
exist
of
yet.
lambskin.
Lambskin.
What do you mean made of lambskin?
Lambskin.
Uh,
and
but-
it still exists till this day. It's
Yeah,
for
you
people
can
who are
still get
allergic to
'em.
latex.
But how did they...
Are lambskin condoms reusable since it's just lambskin?
You know, that's a good question.
Right?
But they've had condoms for way longer than that. Were they common? Were they used all the time? No. People just got to clap.
So is it like lamb foreskin? Or like, how does it...
Guts.
Yeah.
Why?
For latex allergies. But now I wonder, like, are they reusable? Because, I mean, they're not like
This
rubber.
is what they
don't
used to
break down.
look like.
Oh, yeah, that's a condom, all right.
How does it stay on?
Oh, yeah, huh?
Because
That'll slip off.
they're not filling that. That's gross. Have you seen AFK Journey? It dropped today, and I'm already hooked on it.
Oh, God, what now? Is this another game? Ovilee, you just got me into Supermarket Simulator.
It's a gotcha game. It's like, okay, so...
Any hot boys?
I mean, so here's the thing. So this is what I'm going to say. I think that AFK Journey, their gameplay, their gameplay loop is like pretty good, where you could have you played Cookie Run Kingdom?
You ever had a butthole cramp? Because I just got one.
I get that sometimes when I'm like on my period. So have fun, bitch. It's coming.
Fuck you.
It's coming. But it's similar to Cookie Run Kingdom, where a lot of it is just kind of like AFK, which is why it's called AFK Journey, I assume. And like, I do feel like the character design is a weak point when you compare it to like Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, and any of the Hoyoverse games, or even like Cookie Run Kingdom. But I still think that this is literally my first 24 hours of playing it. I think that it has legs.
Fine, I'll download it. Ovilee, have you ever heard of the incredible, sexiest, manly man in the whole entire world that's been going viral on TikTok lately?
Me? Am I the sexy man with my giant schlong? No, who is it?
His name is Alpha Dom.
Excuse me? His given name?
And he's a dating coach.
Oh no. Oh no.
He's been going viral. Ovilee, I gotta show you his video. Oh, by the way, I was preemptively blocked by this guy. I didn't even know who he was. But people were stitching his videos. And then so I tried to look him up, but he already blocked me. And I was like, what the fuck? I don't know who the hell you are.
Who is he?
He's just this dating dude, this dating coach guy. And he starts off, he went viral because one of his videos, he goes, "You do not have to accept her rejection."
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, no.
With his long nails and his lisp and his fucking 5 layers of tooth butter on his crooked ass teeth.
Yeah.
I have been going down this rabbit hole of this guy because it, like, all the shit that he says and like the leather jacket that he thinks makes him look cool, but it looks like pleather.
Did you purchase his $10 video course?
Stop.
Oh.
You could learn how to crush limiting beliefs, discover your alpha identity.
You have to say it with a lisp because he has a heavy lisp.
I won't make fun of his speech impediment.
I will.
Master the art of attraction. There's plenty of other things to make fun of. Effective communication strategies, the alpha dating lifestyle,
Oh, God.
overcoming dating challenges, and you can also learn the alpha advantage. Only $10.
And he has claimed that he's dated a Victoria's Secret model. Actually, all the girls he dated were models.
Naturally.
Proof. There is no proof. There's never going to be proof because you never post the roster, Ovilee.
Never
You never
post
post
the
the
roster.
Never post
Never
the
post the
roster. Okay.
Never post the roster.
Anyway.
Thank you all so much for watching yet another episode of Show Bobas. I'm so happy that we were able to spend this momentous time with you. And remember, the OTK Games Expo happens June 4th of this year. June 4th, which is also my birthday. So if you don't watch, you hate me and
And you're racist.
you racist. You racist asshole. It's my only birthday wish that you watch the show so I can keep my job. Thank you everyone for watching.
Oh, make sure you check out the Patreon. Okay, love you.
And the
Oh, and join our
Patreon.
Discord.
Discord.
Love you. Bye.